Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here from MDC Trading Academy with today's pre-market forecast for Monday, May the 2nd. As we begin with our news items for this week, we have a substantially busy week in reference to news reports this week, including on Wednesday our new federal fund rates, which are expected to be bumped up 2 basis points. So that's going to be a very important day for this market. But like I mentioned, the market is full of information that's important, like beginning today with ISM manufacturing information, JOLTS reports. We have information on unemployments and earnings this week. So this is going to be very critical, including the unemployment rate, which is going to be launched on Friday. So keep your eyes open for these very economic sensitive reports, which are having a huge impact on our activity recently. We jump to our daily chart here, friends, and the market is in deep trouble. This is the lowest April we've had since 1970 on the S&P 500 and the index. It's been an absolutely bloodbath in the month of April. We haven't had anything but absolute downturn since the close of April or the close of March. This has been just an absolute tear to the downside, a complete oscillation from these minimum lows. Actually, we still have the lowest low of the year. It was set on the 24th of February at 4,093.75, more or less there. That's our next area which we're looking to move if the market continues with this pace, moving lower. Friends, we are in deep trouble. I guess this death cross which we had seen way back here in March of 11th, that's the effect of that death cross. Although the market did try to recover, it did hit the absolute wall as reference to resistance here. It's coming back, completely oscillating, as I mentioned, to the downside, and huge volumes and volatility is beginning to pick up again from our low of about where we're about 70 and change. Right around the middle of April, the market just took off to the upside in reference to ranges and also volume. So got another time frame here as we continue to see where we are. This is last week. Last week, as I mentioned, was an absolute sideways, but obviously no higher than this high here at 43.01, and a huge down range here. Our lowest of the week was right here at 41.19. So that's a huge, almost 200-point drop that we had just this week alone. So the market continues, and today it looks no different. The market is finding support at this level here, and the market's moving lower. What are we looking at in reference to today's trading, as we find ourselves right next to the intraday low that we set on Friday? We came up above it. We're headed right back to this former resistance level here. Again, it looks like the overall market just oscillated once again to a huge resistance. It's just mimicking what happened in the daily chart, and we find ourselves below this intraday low right now, trying to find support here at the intraday low from Friday. Now that's probably the only ability we're probably going to have today at this early stage of the morning to move any higher from here, so if we find support here. Otherwise, the market is definitely going to attempt to try to find some support here. Any break above here, guys, it's going to be pretty serious. So here's where we're going to find ourselves, at least initially in the morning, between these two areas here. Can we oscillate between here? Yes. Ultimately, it's going to have to make its decision whether it's going to move higher or lower. Wait for the confirmations. Do not fall in love with either side. Have a great session. We'll see you soon.